Welcome back to the studio. I want to show you this really cool tool that I created inside of the elite community that's going to help you be able to reverse engineer any kind of art reference or any kind of style that you like, but it's also going to be able to put it into a master artist translator is what I like to call it. So any kind of master artist out there, if it's Leonardo da Vinci, if it's Matisse, if it's we have a whole list on here. If it's Andy Warhol or if it's Basquiat, it doesn't matter. Even I give you the option where you could even type in some of your favorite artists and it's going to be able to replicate the art references or anything that you see. Hey, you could take a picture of your dog on the street. You could take a picture of a fire hose or a fire hydrant and it's going to replicate it in the style of these master artists. So I wanted to show this tool with you right now. This is really cool. I'm telling you, you are in the best position right now because these are things that I was racking my brain on for years, just trying to have different art styles that looked at a certain style of an artist used to do, or maybe even was something that they were inspired off of. Because look, nothing new was under the sun. They were inspired by somebody else too, or they were inspired by some type of form of another artist, or maybe even if it was like caveman drawing, all right? But they were influenced by something else, and that's how they were able to do their art. But now we're able to use technology to meet us halfway, where we can be inspired by the things that they've done, and then we can pull it up. So let's just have some fun with it right here, and let's see what we pull up. All right, let's see what we do. So I'm gonna go in here right now, and I'm just gonna pull a random picture. All right, let's choose this bird right here, and let's go with Matisse. All right, let's go with the first one right here to see what it's going to populate for us. Only thing we have to do, we just press one button. It it it's going to read on the back end. It's going to analyze it, and then we're going to copy it. I don't know what the prompt says, but then we're going to put it into our Grok right here. And let's see what it pops out for us. I prefer to use Grok, so this is going to be Matisse. Look at this. Now, we can do this. This is easy. You can do this. Anybody can do this, and you can do so many different variations of it. But you can see how fast and loose that they are and how beautiful it is, how he lays down the paint so quick, like where you even have spots in the painting that are still white. Everything's not painted, but that's like a Matisse right there of the bird. All right, so let's do another one. Let's pull up another image and let's also have it be Matisse. All right, so let's choose this dog. All right, and let's translate it. So this is the Master Artist Translator. And let's see what it gives us. Let's copy the prompt and let's put it into our Grok or Grok, whichever one you want to call it. All right. Boom, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So you can just see this is how like Matisse will work. And I guarantee you, what a lot of people don't know about these master artists from the past is that they worked fast as well too, because they understood that the genius is in the speed. That's how you get the happy mistakes. All right, look how beautiful that dog is right there. And then you can save it and you can play around with it. And this is your own version of it. You didn't copy this from anybody. You didn't take from anybody. Nobody can say, oh, you stole that from Matisse. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let's do that same dog right here, but let's do it for Caravaggio. Caravaggio. Let's pull that up. Let's copy it. Let's see what it populates for us. And this is just the same dog image that we did, the same prompt. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. So you see how I did it kind of like in that 17th century setting right there. Is that whole period piece of the dog. But look at the colors right there where it's also emphasizing on the same colors of the brown. And we could just do something like that, right? People would love to buy this on eBay. This would sell so quick. Look how beautiful that is. Let's do another one of the same artist, but let's just change what the image is. I'm telling you, I could do this. I could do this for hours. And the thing is, what's crazy is when I was doing this all from me trying to be original all the time. And I need to try to recreate the wheel. And I feel guilty. I don't want anybody to think that I'm copying from this other artist or this other person. But here it meets you halfway where you're not copying from anybody. And look at that. That's an elephant right there, but that's an elephant in Caravaggio's design. Let's keep the same elephant, but let's put this one in Basquiat. Let's see what it's going to populate for us. And it's probably going to be something so crazy and funky. All right, let's copy it. Let's put it in here. And you can see how quick that we're able to do it. So that way you don't have to spend a lot of time doing research and thinking about research. Like I'm able to have fun with you right now while I'm populating these, and we're just having a good time. We're just talking, and we're seeing what's gonna pop out. Look how cool that is. See, I love paintings like this because you could be expression, but then have your colors in the background. You can slap it down, and then you could do the black as the outline. But we use the projector, so that way we at least have the proportions, and it's meeting us halfway. So we can do this. All right, now I'm going to show you something real cool, right? Like I love this one. This looks cool. But now I'm going to show you something cool. Let's have the same image. Let's have the same image right here. And then what we're going to do is let's put this one as we could type in our own artist. So maybe there's an artist out there that's not on this list, or the master artist that's not on this list. Then you could type in your own artist, and it's going to replicate in that style. So let's put on this one Picasso. Okay, let's see what it pulls us up for Picasso. Let's translate it. Picasso, this colorful elephant. It'll be very interesting to see. Let's copy it and let's see what it gives us. Because I love elephants. Whoa, that is beautiful. Tell me that's not a beautiful elephant. Come on, we can knock this out. And it doesn't have to be as detailed as this. It could be as loose as you want because we're using the projector. Let's do another one in the image of Picasso. So let's just change the image up. And then I'm going to randomly select, let's see here, let's do this buffalo. And let's pull it up for Picasso. Now, the cool thing about this app is that it's working on the back end. So it's actually doing a calculation off of the computer where it's pulling it up off of whatever the artist is. And let's type this in. I don't know what the prompt says. We don't have to know what the prompt says. We could just look at that right there. Look at the buffalo. And we did that in the image of a Picasso. So we can knock these out so quick, and then you could just have the proportions that's already there for you. So you don't have to think about it. That's so awesome. I love that. All right, let's go back here and let's keep the same buffalo, right? But now let's change the artist up and let's put this one to, who can we put here? Let's put Frida. It could be any artist. It could be any artist. You guys are more experienced than I am. You probably have a whole list of different artists that you're inspired off of, and that you love their artwork, or that you have hanging up in your homes, and you could just type their names in, and you could see, hey, how would it look like if they did it in their image? Look at that. That's something that Frida would do. Look at that. She put the tears on there, got the heart. That is so cool. And you could just create this in your own image how you want to. All right, let's do a couple more. I'm having fun with this. And I'm randomly selecting images that's from my reference folder. So look, this is a plague doctor. And let's put it Andy Warhol. How would Andy Warhol go about creating this plague doctor? All right, let's copy it. Let's put it into Grok. And let's see what it gives us. Let's see what it gives us. All right, let's see here. That looks like so Andy Warhol, right? That looks like something Andy Warhol would do, because he's more of a silk screen type of person. So I wouldn't necessarily paint from this style myself, but you can see how cool this looks. Like Andy Warhol would use this, and he would even do like the double beak or something like that. He would make this into a silk screen press. And hey, if you're experienced with doing silk screen presses, then you could do something like that as well too. You could digitally enhance this and then make it into a silk screen and not even think anything more about it. But look at that. That is so original. So let's go back here and let's still keep it here, but instead of Andy Warhol, let's do Ashley Longshore. Let's see what she looks like. And this list of artists, these are just some artists that was actually suggested to me. So that's why I put the names there. But I also gave you the option to put whatever artist that you want on there in case the name isn't there. And then you don't have to reach out to me, be like, hey, Corbella, can you add this artist? Can you add that artist? You could add whatever artist that you want. Look how cool that is. So that would be like in her image of how she would do the plague doctor. All right, let's do one more and let's do Chuck Close. Let's see what his artwork would look like if it was this plague doctor. Copy. Boom. That's awesome. Look at that. That's so different. I guess he's known for more mosaics or whatever. See, I would paint something like this, but I just wouldn't do the individual lines. All right, let's actually do one more. Let me see what let's see here. Paul Paul Cézanne. I hope I said that right. All right, let's copy it. It doesn't take long at all. And boom, look how cool that looks. All right, let me keep this artist. Hold on, look how cool that is. That's awesome. And that is so cool. Let me keep this artist, but then let me choose a different image. On this one, let me choose like a landscape. Look, we have a landscape picture right here with a boat, with a lighthouse, and let's just see what we can populate. Let's create or translate it through his image. And let's see. All right, he gives us the lighthouse right here. And even if you want, let's just say, even if you care about titles, all like that, you can always copy the title from here, and you don't even have to think about the title. Look, we're already done. You could have that be your own title. No one can say, "Oh, you stole that." Boom! Look how cool that is right there. So there you have it right there. I just wanted to show you how you can use this app, how you can use this tool to have the Master Artist Translator. You could put any kind of artist that you want that's already selected on here to have fun. They have Leonardo da Vinci. They have Sandro Botticelli. Let's see what that is. Let's see what it just looks like real quick. You have so many different artists that's in here that you can play around. But like I said, you can populate your own favorite artist so that way you can be inspired and you can't ever get bored. And you could just see what comes out of it. You save it, and look how whimsical that looks. That looks beautiful. And you could create it in your own image of how you want because you have the proportions, you have everything there that's using the projector. All right. So if you want to play around with this tool, you want to see how you can do this for yourself, you want to have everything mapped out for you. I mean, title creation, from the template, from everything, where you don't even have to, you just have to create the art and have fun like a child, put it into the system. Everything else is going to map it out for you. Click the link below, join us in the community, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.